Hello students, welcome everyone. Welcome to our today's section that is related to our NCERT book class 9, that is chapter 15, probability. So here we start our chapter. First of all, we will discuss about our topic, that is probability. So in our day-to-day life, we come across a different type of statement such as probably it may rain today, or that I doubt that he will win the race, or we are saying that chances are very high that the prices of diesel will go up, or we are saying that during the examination that most probably that she will stand first in the annual examination. So here we are using the different words like probably, doubt, high chances, most probably. So all these all statements, they are showing the certain kind of uncertainty. Okay, that that happen, that event will happen or not. Okay, some uncertainty is there in all these statements. In all these given statements, in all these cases, what we are trying to arrive at some decision. Okay, we are facing some uncertainty. We are not confirmed regarding it. So that is the probability. So, as the mathematical point of view, what probability is? Probability is the definition for the probability. So, the probability is, it is the quantitative measure of the possibility of happening. Okay, for a chance that it will occur for an event, it is the quantitative measure of that. Okay, probability, we can say that it is the study of uncertainty. Okay, what uncertainty is? It is a doubtful situation and it is measured by the means of probability only. So, this theory of probability, it started with the gambling. We are playing the game. So, it started with that only, but now there is a huge application, wide application in the field of different fields, field of commerce, field of physical science, you can say biological science, medical science, weather forecasting. Okay, in all these we are using this probability only. Okay, we are getting the data, and with that only we can find it out that what can be the chances of further things. Okay, here some basic terms are there that are related to the probability. First of all, first term is here experiment, that is random experiment. So whenever we are doing an experiment, we know we are doing an experiment, but we don't know what is the next outcome of that experiment. Okay, for example, we are doing tossing a coin, but we don't know what will be the outcome. It will be head or it will be tail. So that is the experiment, that is the experiment we are doing. Now trial, what trial is? Trial, it is an action. Okay, by the result of which we are getting an outcome. So trial, it is an action. Like we are throwing a dice, we are tossing a coin. So this is a trial. And when we are repeating it again and again and again, so it becomes an experiment. Yes, now next topic is independent trial. What independent trial is? So a trial, we are doing one or more trial, and when they do not impact each other, okay, the outcome of one does not affect another one, then in that case it is known as independent trial. For example, we are throwing a dice and as well as we are tossing a coin, but they do not impact each other. Throwing of a dice as well as the tossing of the coin, both does not impact each other. So both of them, they are the independent trial. Okay, yes, next topic, that is event. What event is? So when we are doing an experiment, what event is? It is a collection of outcomes of that particular experiment. Okay, for example, what the example we are taking? We are throwing a dice. What are the outcomes for the even number if someone is asking? So the outcomes will be 3, that is 2, 4 and 6. So the event, if you say what the event consists of, it consists of 3 outcomes. The event, it consists of 3 outcomes, and those outcomes are 2, 4 and 6. Okay, for a particular event we are finding probability. Yes, now probability, here we are discussing regarding the experimental approach. Here whatever the questions we are getting questions related to the experimental approach. So experimental probability, as the name saying, experiment means the result based on the experiments. We are doing the experiment and the result of the probability based on the experiment. That's why it is known as experimental probability. Okay, we say it also empirical probability. इसको हम empirical probability भी कहते हैं. In this probability, the result could be different every time. Every time we are doing the experiment and result can be different. So it depends on the number of trial, how many numbers of trial we are doing, and whatever the number of times that particular event happens. Okay, for example, I'm doing the total n. Number of trials are n. And we have to find the probability of event, for example, D. So what can be the probability of D, PD, that is equals to number of times, number of trials in which that event happened. And it will be divided by the total number of trials. For example, 2 times I have tried and 1 time I got the head. So the probability of getting head, it is 1 upon 2 because number of trials are 2. Okay, so that is the probability. Yes, one example, I have set it for you. Just see, I am tossing a coin and I toss that coin 100 times. What the result I am getting? That 49 times I am getting head and 51 times I am getting a tail. Yes, now here the question is, we have to find the probability of getting a head, then probability of getting a tail, then we have to find it out whether the sum of these two probability is equals to 1 or not. So just see how we will do. What we have to find it out? We have to find out the probability of getting head, PH. Then how can we solve it? PH, that is equals to number of trials in which head comes, that is 49, and total number of trials, that is 100. So the probability of getting head, it is 49 upon 100. Yes. Next part, we have to find out probability of getting a tail. So what is the probability of tail? It is the number of trial in which tail comes, that is 51, and total number of trials, that is 100. Okay, so the sum of two probability, third part is we have to find out the sum of two probability. So when we add these two, what we are getting, that we are getting 1 as the result. Okay, so sum of all probability, that is 1. Yes, now our next topic, that is the elementary event. So what elementary event is? If there is only one possible outcome of an event to happen, then it is called as elementary event. Okay, if there is only one possible outcome, then it is elementary event. And if there is more than one outcome, then it is compound event. Yes, now see what is the difference between two. For example, I am throwing a die and the question is here, the event of getting a number 4. Then it is elementary event because there is only one outcome of getting 4 because there is only one 4 there. But if the question is there, what is the event of getting an even number? So even number 2, it may be even, 4 will be even, 6 is also even. So this is a compound event. So that is the difference between elementary event and compound event. Okay, if there is only one possible outcome, then it is elementary event. And if there is more than one outcome, then it is compound event. And when we add all the elementary event in an experiment, then their sum will be 1. For example, when I am tossing a coin, only two possible outcomes are there, head and tail. And if I add probability of both, I will get 1, as we have seen in the previous example. Yes, now the question is here, complement of an event. What the question is here? Complement of an event. So in probability, the complement of an event E is the event not E. Just listen it carefully. The complement of even E is the event not E, which is not E. That is, the event E does not occur. That is the reason the both event E as well as event not E, they are called the complementary events. Okay, if I am saying that this is the event E, so what is the complement of that event E, which is not E? Okay, for example, if one is head, then what is the complement for that, which is not head, that is tail. Okay, so the complement E, complement of E which is not E, it is denoted by E bar, which is denoted by E bar. And how we can represent is that probability of E, and when we add it with the probability of not E, that is equals to 1. So this is called as the complement of an event. Yes, now one more term is there, impossible events. So what an impossible event is? For example, we are doing a test, and if an event that is not possible, okay, that is impossible, that cannot be happen, it is known as impossible event, and the probability of that event is 0. For example, I am throwing a dice, and if some possibility of getting a number 7, so it is 0 because it is not possible. So it is impossible event, and probability of impossible event is 0. Yes, next is sure event or certain event. Okay, means when we are doing a test and if there is surety that this event will happen, it is sure, then it is sure event or certain event, and the probability of such type of event is 1. For example, I am having a bag and only blue balls are there in that particular bag, and I have to find the probability of getting a blue ball. So that is 1 only, because it is certain, it is confirmed that only blue balls are there, and if I take out one of the ball, it is blue only. Okay, so these all things show that the probability of event, it could be between 0 to 1. So probability of an event, it will be between 0 to 1. All the points are very important, so listen them carefully and keep it in mind. Yes, now see one of the example here. Example is here. 5 bags are there with seeds. Uh, 50 seeds are there in each and every bag. Now, question is here. After 20 days, seeds were germinated from the each collection, and few is the record that first bag 40 seeds, second bag 48, this is the record. Now here the question is, what is the probability of the germination of more than 40 seeds in a bag? So just check it out. In how many bags are there more than 40 seeds? 1, 2, 3. So what can be the probability? 3 upon 5. 3 is the outcomes of more than 40 and 5 is the total. Okay, it is not compulsory that you have to find it out in the points. Okay, 3 upon 5 is also a correct one. Yes, next question is 49 seeds in a bag. Just check it out. Is there anyone? No, so that is 0. So what is the probability? It is 0 upon 5, that is 0 only. Yes, next question, more than 35 seeds. Yes, in all, each and every one more than 35. So what is the probability? That is 1 only. So in this way, we will solve all the questions in our exercise related to this chapter. Yes, again, we will summarize the things again. That is the important one, that you need to take care that what is the experimental or imperial probability of an event. It is the number of trial in which an event occurs, that is divided by the total number of trial. It is an important formula. In each and every question, we will utilize the same formula. Yes, now one more thing that you also need to keep it in mind, that probability of an event, whatever the event is there, probability lies between 0 to 1. Probability of an event, it lies between 0 and 1. And if there is 1 is the result for any probability, that it is a certain event, it is a sure event. So for sure event, probability is 1. Okay, and for impossible event, possibility is 0. So this you need to take care. So I think with the help of this video, you can complete your exercise. The things are very clear to you all. If there is any query, if there is any question that you need to discuss, just please comment in the comment section and complete your exercise. Take care. Thank you.